Today I'm going to build the Technic Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut, and that's a tongue twister. This set comes with 7 bags and a pretty good sized sticker sheet and a nice thick book, and this is the very first full Technic set I have ever built, and I decided to build it with you guys, even though I knew that it could be interesting because this is definitely not something that I'm super skilled in, but I thought, well, maybe it'll be a little bit of fun for us to do it together. I promised myself I wouldn't use any swear words too, so. Not that I normally do much, but there is something about these kind of pins and all this kind of stuff that typically does not go well with me a lot of times. I've watched my kids put together huge Technic sets, and I don't know how they do it. But I thought maybe this one isn't too big. Surely I can figure it out. So we're gonna see here. I think the most frustrating part for me is this part. It's like the pins don't want to go into each other. I'm guessing that we're probably building up the frame of the car here. But this is a nice looking car, isn't it? This is coming over here. I don't think that you take these apart either. I'm convinced that if you put them together, just leave them that way. All right, nope, it goes. Where does this go? We have 3 layers here. Looks like it's going in this bottom layer. I think that's looking right. I'm trying to count the holes here. So it looks like it goes in the 4th one, yeah. Before my son went off to college, he wanted to break down a few of his sets, quite a few of them actually, but he wanted to be able to store them kind of compact, tighter. And there was quite a few of them that had a lot of this Technic style framework in them. This actually shows us right here that I'm guessing we're supposed to line the little red cylinder thing up onto it. So I'm going to try to match it up on the picture to make sure I have it in the right placement. And then it goes into here. Oh, and then I got it all off. Wow. Okay, maybe we can fix it later on. Pushed it too hard. The yellow rod just was going to go right through. I felt like my hands were going to start bleeding taking apart all of the pins and stuff. So definitely maybe a little bit better if they just stay built. So we're going to leave this guy built. I think he will just be on permanent display as my first ever Technic build. Something to be super proud of, I think. That is if I can finish him. But we're going to speak positive and assume that somehow I can. Now this goes, I think it goes into here, if I've counted it right, because it looks like there's still 3 holes in there. So interesting because you poured out a whole bag and it was just all of these kind of pieces, and usually these kind of pieces in most of the sets that I build are, you don't see that many of them. Every once in a while you'll see some. Now how in the world they're wanting us to put this gear right here and then push this through. Let's see. If we can make it work. There we go. Nope. you have to go through the whole little yellow pin. There we go. Wait, they want, what am I missing here? You want this to go right here. I wonder how much of this car has moving parts. I didn't think about it having gears. There's a little picture I'm supposed to put it on. Now, it says to put that yellow rod through that gray hole. But it's kind of loose, it just flops around. I'm hoping that I secure it somehow. Well, we don't really, so I'm just going to set it down over there for a minute. I figure either I'll really fall in love with this style of building or I won't. It feels so different, it doesn't even really feel like you're building something like a Lego set. It's just a totally different style. This goes through the back one. I think we put it kind of in the middle. That goes through there. It all looks so odd to me. Now, keeping that guy in there. How are we going to flip this guy around? Oh my goodness. We want this hole to go in there and that to go in there. I think that is correct, but it's really weird because are those supposed to line up in some way? Oh, I wonder if we're going to push this yellow. Yep. All right, we're going to push this yellow rod through so that it, my goodness. Well, now it's all in there together. Wow. Okay. I feel like it's like leaning one way in a way that it shouldn't, which is kind of weird to me, but oh, there we go. It just needed to kind of push in a little bit more. I feel like that shouldn't have that much give to it. Gosh, I don't know. Oh, we're going to leave it for the moment. Ah, pieces I'm familiar with. I'm actually surprised there's these pieces in here. But at this point, I have no clue what to expect. Now, somehow or another, I missed this pin. I'm not sure when I did, but there should be one of those blue long ones there. And then that goes through it. My greatest fear. Missing a pin and then getting 5 steps down and having to tear a bunch of stuff apart. This does not go through the black rod. It just goes into the yellow. Like that. Very, very interesting, isn't it? Now, where does this go? I'm a little bit confused because we built it just like they've said. Oh, up here. Okay. I could not figure out which way I was wanting to put it this way, but it's up this way. Got to line it up where the blue ones. My goodness. I wonder if there's a trick to this. I don't know. What am I doing wrong? How do you get the pins in easier? If you know, comment and let me know, because I just fight it every time. These go in there. Looks like we're building up the other side. Yeah, because it kind of feels familiar. Need a black one. Now, they want us to put this into this, so we're going to try to match this up. So I think that we just got to make sure that everything gets into its hole here. And then push it all together. Oh, there's a black one in there that wasn't going in. Yeah, that it says that should spin, and then it's saying something about this should spin, but maybe it just spins on its own. I think we're good so far, but to be honest with you, I have absolutely no clue. This is my adventure for the month. This goes here. And then they put another one of these little blue guys on this side over here. Push it in there. I've sorted so many of these kind of pieces into my big organized area in my build room, not having a clue what they're used for or what to even do with them. I have drawers and drawers and drawers full of each one of these kind of things, organized by piece. And oh, we got to do 2 of those. But I'm like, I don't really know. Sometimes I'll find a use for them. Building, my son does much more so when he's building with me, but that makes sense because he builds these and knows they can come in very handy. In a lot of instances, if you need something to do something cool or kind of have movement to it. I guess I build more in a decorative way, and so then this doesn't necessarily is not too decorative, but you never know. I need 2 more of these. Now, where are they going into? It looks like they're going to go into the bottom ones of these blue pins. Here we go. Now these are going to go in with the holes facing up on the black ones, it looks like. Now this piece is a lot of fun. That just looks like it has lots of potential. Go in. Pretty sure that this entire video is just going me fighting pins. So it looks like they turn it like that, and then this goes in here. And we need to do another one. Nope, this piece. Oh, come back here. Whoa. What am I doing wrong? He has to go like this, so yeah, no, that's correct. I'm seeing things. This is a newer one to me. I don't remember seeing this in the sorting room. When we get in a big bulk buy that Matt's found. It doesn't say to push them through, so we're probably going to push them through later, so I'm just going to kind of put them in like that. And then, okay, I think that these light gray pins are going to go in the orange holes. I think. It's looking like a lovely frame to a car, isn't it? He's just going to go right into this yellow piece and push across. I will finish my sorting story in just a second, but let's start bag 2. Absolutely terrifying how many little pieces are in this bag. Anyways, Matt will find somebody who's selling off their Lego collection or part of it, and he'll bring home just a big Tupperware usually. And you never know what's going to be in it. You don't know what sets that they've collected. You're going to figure out quickly kind of what they're into. This is a really cool piece. I've never seen that piece before. That does not mean it hasn't been out there forever because of my lack of knowledge here, but that's a really cool piece. It has a picture here that I'm supposed to be lining this up right, and I think I have it right, but I don't know for sure. I think it has to do with the top part of this that looks a little bit different, and then this is supposed to be lined up like that. And then this is, yes, I think I'm correct that there's like kind of a C almost, the letter C that you can see in there. There we go. And it's supposed to be facing to the left side, I guess. And this number 6 here on this piece will help us. But then when the next one they want us to put in, they're going to have that C, which now is kind of backwards, going this way. So see, they're off. And then we're going to put another one on similar to the first one where the C is facing this way. If you turn it over, you can't see the C anymore, so you want to kind of make sure. I think, unless I'm doing it all wrong. Oh my goodness, I think I am. I think I'm going to take these off because I think that my perfect little C here is actually supposed to be hidden underneath. I think they have this stripe showing. So then the stripe goes to the right. First it went to the left, then it goes to the right side. Now we're back to the left side. And then one more to the right side. I have no idea, but it looks like it's supposed to be alternating. If there's a picture, let's put it on the picture. It matches the picture, so I think that I have done it correctly. But with as much as I fumbled around, I am unsure of anything at this point. So that just goes right on the end there, and it kind of, I think we're making some sort of engine. And then, wait, put that down for a second. We have to put in a pin and then a little gold circle piece, and we need another one of those. We're going to do that again. Here and here. Now, oh, don't do that. You have to stay on there. It could just easily fall apart on us at any point. I'm not sure how we're going to make it secure. Because I feel like that it shouldn't be able to just slide right off, but it can. Maybe the next part's going to help us, so we're going to set that down. And put another little contraption together. I'm not sure. I think the X's are supposed to face up, but then we're alternating those. The designers who do these must be some fabulous engineers. They must know exactly what they're doing. They must follow a completely different kind of style of putting something together. We have 2 of these. We're going to take our thing that keeps falling apart. I think this is going to make it secure. There we go. Okay, now it's secure. I really do think that's probably an engine of some sort. Make another little thing. That's actually really cool. It's a little bit fiddly because it doesn't, everything that you are putting in doesn't necessarily stay secure until a little bit later on. I'm going You have to be careful to not let it fall apart until you've gotten it all together. So 2 of these pieces. This is a really cool piece. That's fun and new too. I guess the good thing about trying out a different style here is that so many of the pieces are like, oh, I've never seen that before. Oh, I've never seen that before. People who build Technic are probably like, they've been around for forever. New and exciting to me though. Now we're going to take this back. Oh. These little guys that like to spin around, it's going to go into those with the orange over here by the gold spots. That is an engine. It's a pretty good sized engine. Now they want us to fold something down. They actually, saying they're having pictures, they have these little diagrams in it. I think we're supposed to be able to then say, okay, do I have it lined up properly? Which I think I do. I think it's fitting on there. Not easy to hold and do that, but I think it's fitting on there correctly. They had something like that, a picture that you were supposed to line up. Do I have this facing? Yes. Oh my goodness. These are new. I haven't seen these pieces. I don't think I've ever seen that piece. Even with all the sorting I've done, we're going to do 8 of these. I think that, man, I don't know engines well enough, but I think they're the pistons. They're going to go up and down. If you know cars, tell me if I'm right. We have 2 more to do. Go. And they're going to go into all 4. So this end right here, it's got like a long slit to it. And when you push it down in, it actually goes into that wheel looking thing and actually snaps into it. This is mesmerizingly cool. I am very intrigued right now. This is a lot of fun. Now, so we have all of those in. It says it should be, yep, fitting all in. Make sure I aim this right. And it's going to go in, these blue pins are going to go into the orange holes. If I can get them to go in. Okay. It's kind of interesting to me that that wouldn't, this wouldn't secure into that because it's still kind of flopping around, but now let's see what they're going to have us do next. Wait, we need, make sure we get the right piece here and turn it the right way because I know that has to be very important. Now, where are they putting it? They have it on this end of the, okay. Something is, we've turned it. That's what's wrong. We've turned the whole car around. They're going to go in the 3rd hole back, so there's still 2 holes showing. I need to do that again. I feel like I'm going to be in a constant state of confusion the entire time building this, but that's what makes it fun. Who wants to do boring? Let's see, these little guys are going to go into there. Okay, I think they're going to go all the way through and secure that little orange piece behind it. Go. See, this is why they just don't come apart. This is going to have a whole bunch of gears put into it. So we're holding it like this, and there's a little rod in there. We put that one in. So this actually has a circle. Huh. Well, this side has a perfect circle for it to fit in. Sorry. This guy. Okay. They are all in there. And they want me to put it into here. Those little gears could come out really easy. I'm going to push this through here. And then do the same on the other side, and it is securing those gears too. Just want to make sure I get them in there right. So now they can spin. Okay. Very exhausting to your brain. You're trying to figure it all out. I bet these are for the wheels, maybe. All right, it says we should be able to do this, and then I guess this turns the pistons. Okay, I think that's what those are. I can't believe how much we've done. I can't believe we haven't had more problems. Well, you might not be having any problems at all. I've had problems here and there, but I'm surprised I haven't had a lot more. Oops, come back here. Now let's make sure we have the car facing the right way. And then which ones is it saying? Oh. I think it's going to go into there. So we're finally gonna, so there's two holes right next to this gray piece, and it's gonna fit into there, which in turn is gonna have to make that fit there. Well, at least it's secure now. This one's gonna go, and then that'll secure that down if we can get it in there. Ah, they get a little tight. It's hard to push them. Just one of these with a blue pin this time. So this goes in here with the X pointing up. There. Then looks like the holes are going sideways here. Completely confused there for a second. This is going to go in here, but basically you've got to fit that other gear in too, so it's almost easier to fit the gear in and then put the rod in. Then this goes in, kind of having to do it as you go, which makes it a little bit tricky on your hands to hold everything. Now, where is it stuck? There we go. And they want us to push it, but don't push it all the way through. Then they have another one of those little diagrams, which look nothing like what mine is. This picture is completely confusing because when I'm holding it like this, it looks exactly like the picture above it. I just don't see how I have it wrong, but then when you see this picture, I'm like, it only works if you're holding it like this, but it looks like the rod. So I'm guessing they're just cutting the gray rod off so that you don't see it. Because my hand's in the way, I can't even see what I'm doing. So it matches up there for the most part. But then when you go to the next page, it definitely looks like this when you put it in. So I think it's correct, but I can't say that I'm confident and know for sure. But then I have no idea where they're wanting us to put on here. Oh, it goes into the yellow rod. Okay. And then they're saying to push it down. And then they want this piece to go into the hole, and that one to come up. Oops. No. You go in the hole. So that it looks like that. Oh. Now we're just pulling everything off all at the same time. I said I wasn't going to use language. I'm going to have to remind myself that. They just want us to stick it there. They're not even going to secure it. I'm supposed to not mess it up. Okay. We're going to put it down, and it looks like they're going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We're kind of just rebuilding the whole thing again. Just so that we can get in extra practice. Once again, we're going to put these in. Now this is going to go out, and then the orange is going to go down. No? It's really hard to hold this. Just does not. There we go. I want to go through there. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to assume that I have it correct because it was the... So we're going to put it in like this and then aim it down. And then get another one of those guys. Put it in there, and then this one's going to rotate up to meet them. Well, at least we did it faster the second time around. So they did secure this side. They didn't just leave it hanging. But I didn't see the little white... Oh, fell off the other side. Didn't see the little white arrow telling us to go push this all the way through. So now we got to make sure that this goes back on right. Okay, into the yellow and then down. And then we'll push this through. Wow. Now, what I don't know what they're trying to do is they're saying to rotate something up. And I'm like, there's no rotating up. I'm not sure. Oh, there is. It's just really hard to do. So I guess it does that. Okay. At least I think it is. Showing us that the blue can go up and down. We're going to leave that and really hope. If I mess this thing up so bad, I'm not going to know how to fix it. I'm going to have to wait until my son comes back for a visit and actually have it fix it. Just chuck it at him and be like... But if I can get it right, I'll be really proud of myself. See, let's put that in there like that. And then 2 of these. So it looks like they're just smushed together there. And another 2. Make sure I'm holding the car right here. Where do these go into? So they're going into these gray little ones back here. So there and there. You know, as I'm building this set is actually on back order on Lego.com. But I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm like, why? Why did you buy it? If you buy it, you have to build it. Now, it says that we're supposed to put it into there. Nope. Let's spin it. It goes into there. Oh, you gotta make sure you've gotten the car right. Did I do that correct? Yes, okay. On to bag 3. This is a fun piece. That one's new to me too. There's quite a few here that I actually haven't seen before, which is pretty exciting. Now I have to be honest with you, I did take a break between bag 2 and this bag. We're going to put a sticker on here. Number 18. I just noticed something very interesting. They did not give us a brick separator with this. I don't remember having one, and I looked in the back and it's not listed in the parts section, which is actually kind of crazy to me that they would have done that, because if you ever need to fix anything or take anything apart, this part right here would be absolutely crucial to have, to be able to push those pins out and stuff in some of the hard places. So I can't actually believe they didn't give us one in this. But I have so many, I have a whole bucket full of spares. So we're actually good. And why do I feel like I put that sticker on upside down? Oh my goodness, because I did. Okay, let me see if I can fix it. I got focused on thinking about the brick separator and I held my piece upside down. Let's see if we can get this on right now. Push you up a little bit more. There we go. Ooh, it's a tiny bit crooked, but I'm not risking pulling that sticker off again. It's just got a little bit of a bump there, not bad. And we're going to actually make 2 of these, so let's see if we can put this sticker on correctly the first time. I like to say we all the time as if you're copying me completely, making all of my silly and stupid mistakes, but I know better than that. I'm sure you guys are doing absolutely fabulous on your end. Do I have this right this time? Tell me I do. Ooh, it's wanting to spin a little bit. There we go. Now we have both of those in. We're going to pull our car back over here. Make sure it's aimed the right way, and it looks like it's going into this red rod up here on top. If we have a sticker, maybe that part's going to actually show. But yeah, I took a little bit of a break because I was feeling a little bit frazzled and a little bit irritable. It's funny how these kind of pieces do that to me. Probably a serious lack of maturity somehow, but I think it's also just something I'm not as familiar with, so it's easy to kind of get comfortable with what you're used to, and then when something new gets thrown in, be easily flustered. But I really have never liked those pins, no matter what set they're in. And it is probably a user error situation, as my son likes to say, but either way. But I'm excited to actually, I'm going to flip it, build this, because I feel like it's time that I conquer this problem that I have with these pins. And I have found that the more you do something, typically the better you get at it. Another sticker. Okay, they're going to start coming in hot now. Number 12. Let's make sure we put this one on. Or this one's the one that has Jesko, I believe is how it's pronounced. I have to be honest with you, I actually had to look up how these names were pronounced on this car. I wasn't as familiar with them or the brand, but I sure liked the look of the car. Oops. I almost had it, and then it just slipped right up from under me there. I think my brick separator is causing a problem. I might actually have to use my hand on this one. I don't know why. It's like this edge is not very forgiving. It's a long sticker. Do we have it good enough? I think so. Goodness, that one was hard. It looks like the blue is going into the third one. That looks about right. I think these pieces are fun. They remind me of like little doors. Let's see here. one of these. I always thought it would be interesting to actually make a tree out of these kind of pieces. I don't have them very many in tree color, but I just thought that would be kind of interesting to actually do. A very unique tree. I think we're building a seat. Number 20 is this one, and this is going to be a nightmare job. I might try using my hand again because fitting the brick separator in these little places is actually kind of difficult. All these curves going on. I don't know how. But I can't see. The problem is when your finger's in there, you can't see the edges of the pieces well. So didn't know how far over to bring it. Let's see here. That looks okay. And then we need number 22 for the bottom part. If this is the seat, it's adorable. Absolutely adorable. Don't feel like I have that on there very well. It's like leaning to one side or something. It's always harder to put stickers on a curved on a surface. I think it goes up here in this one. And then there's a lot of connection points. There are 4 going in here, so I'm trying to figure out. It looks like the black rod here, the longest one, is going to go through and come out this hole. Hope I'm doing this right. And then the other one should then line up and snap in, but we've got 4 pins to squeeze in there. Come on, little guy. It's just one on the end that's causing problems. Well, they all went in, I think. It is a little seat. Oh my goodness, I didn't know it had a little seat in it. Now that's fun. All right, we're going to do the other side of them. Make another seat. Actually, it wasn't too hard, but it looks really cool. This part goes up, that's right. And then that goes in there. Real question is, when I finish with this guy, will I ever actually buy another Technic set again? I want that huge crane. It's not a, is it a crane or is it more like a shovel? Oh, I'm gonna have to look at it and figure out what it is. It's been a minute since it came out, so I've kind of forgotten. But it's huge. I'll probably never pick it up just because of price alone. But can you imagine me building something really huge in this style of building? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? And then this third one up, let me go see what that set is. All right, it is a crawler crane. I mean, look at that thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'd love to have it. Don't know if I'd love to build it. All right, next seat. Make sure we line it up correctly because we're doing the other side. So everything's got to be just right. Try to see if we can get these stickers on well. 20 goes on the top. Now this one I did use the brick separator for. I could really see those edges well. It is harder to get it in there straight though. Some days stickers work better than others. Yeah, you know I'm not a huge fan of stickers. But I recently just picked up and bought the Wish sets, the Disney Wish sets, and I actually bought it for the pieces, not the sets themselves. There are some really, really cool pieces in there, and I got them on a huge sale. But they have some really fabulous stickers in that set, which actually very much surprised me because normally I'm not as excited about sticker pieces, but these sticker pieces are going to be very highly prized in my collection because I just really like what they did with them. They're actually very, very beautiful and well done. There's a lot of ones that are supposed to look like rugs and stuff, and very, very, very nice stickers. Those kind of remind me of tigers. And I like that. So you never know. I can be persuaded pretty easily to be okay with a sticker if it's cool. Go. Find that piece up first. Now this one's going to go. I think it's going to. The tops of those red pins are going to help us here. Hook this on. Looks like it just kind of goes down. It goes about that far. We can build 2 of these. I think it goes just like that. Which is, I think we flip it. Okay, I'm like, well, how are we supposed to put it on both sides? It's not going to be the same, but you can flip it around and it works. Normally, if you have something going in on both sides, you have to do it kind of like the mirrored opposite of each other, but this one works because we can spin it upside down and it still looks the same. Because they have it going like this. And what I'm trying to figure out is, oh, it's going into that part, like that. So then we just need to make sure that it's doing, oh, I thought I had turned that alarm off. We need to make sure it's doing the same thing here. There we go. Wonder if that's for like the front wheels. Here's another one of these fun pieces that we're going to turn upside down. We actually just picked out new couches. We talked about it for probably over a month. Went to the furniture stores way too many times. And finally settled on a couple nice couches to put into the living room. It's taken them a few weeks to get in. One of them actually doesn't come in for a couple months. Now, where do you go? He goes, I think he's going to go into these gray holes right here on both sides. So this could be fun. It all moves, though. Everything kind of has give to it here on all of the points that are connecting, so we should be able to. But if something gets in the way of something else, it won't go in. This is fiddly because my fingers and the parts don't want to work together. There we go. Oh, I'll bet you that is the wheel thing. That's really cool, isn't it? You know, I'm kind of surprised, though, that it doesn't fit onto this right here. I would think it should fit back in there into that. Which is exactly what they tell us to do on the next page. I'm actually feeling very smart right now because I figured that out before I looked at page 71. So it goes back here on that gear back there. Very nice. You can tell I don't look ahead much. Kind of funny, actually. Nope. But in this way, I never knew furniture purchasing could end up being so stressful, though. It's like, I think it's because we've, over the years, you know, bought so many different ones, and some of them worked and some of them didn't. Pieces of furniture in the house, and so it's like you just don't want to mess it up, you know, make sure that it's going to fit right and everything. And it's kind of like, well, now let me see. We need one more part in here so it looks the same. That would help us figure out where this goes. And I can't quite figure out. I know I have this correct. Oh, it's going to go up here. And then I think they want us to push it down. Yeah. And then we're going to do the same for the other side, but we're going to make that opposite kind of viewpoint. But it's like when you walk into a TV, you buy a TV and you pick one out and then you bring it home and you're like, yeah, that looked a lot smaller in the store. They have these, you know, these stores that we get this stuff from. These huge buildings, and so you think that they're smaller than they actually are. Bring them home into your house and you realize how much smaller your house is than that big old building. So I really try to actually measure properly. Right, this is going to go on all 4 of these points, I believe. Which, you know, that's going to be fun. Now, come on. You can do it, pins. Look at that. It's becoming very secure. Actually having fun with it this time. Round second go. It's not that bad. Maybe that's the trick. If it starts to frustrate, you just stop and come back to it. Those go into there. So we'll see if we actually accomplished our goal and bought the correct size of furniture for the room. Knowing us, we didn't. All right, number 19 sticker. That took forever to find, I'm not sure why. Black on black. Lovely orange stripe. What? These stickers are like slipping, and I'm not sure why they're doing that today. Usually I can get them on there and then they'll stay, but sneaky little things today. Why they're doing that, I don't know. Probably so that I can have a challenge. What's a Thursday without a challenge? Oops. Got these little guys in there. So we're on bag 3, and there's 7 bags, which is kind of scary to think we've got that many more pieces to do. I also know that I'm moving kind of slow. I'm sure that my kids would be done with this already. They just used an axe. Sorry, my fingers were in the way. That's funny. It's almost like we're putting a bumper on. There we go. It looks like we're going to build up 2 of the same thing, but they're going to be the mirrored image of each other. Let's see, it looks like the holes are out here. this hole's that way. And then it's going to go into this gray hole down here. Now, oh my goodness. I missed the little arrow again. We were supposed to push these out if they'll go, which they don't want to. Push these orange pins in. Come on, you can do it. And then this guy will fit. I'm like, that guy's not going to fit. The orange one's in the way. Well, it wouldn't have been if we'd followed the directions. But who wants to do that? Boring. No, actually not boring. Brilliant, but I miss things. I think we have that correct. And we should be able to put that in there. Like that. Ooh, this is fancy. This piece actually has an angle into it. Turn it this way. I like that. Yeah, goes in that way. We actually have a part of our living room as a wall, and then it has a little angle to it. And it's part of this, the wall that has the stairs on it that comes down. And so it's very difficult to either put a small couch or, chairs or something. It's a difficult area to put a piece of furniture into. And so when we were out shopping, figure out where in the world this goes. Flip it around. It's going to go into those holes. Because they can turn to get the angle right. Wow, that was cool. How that, having given it, was able to put that in. So we were out shopping and we found this couch, and it's called a cuddler couch, and it's got this little section where it's just a straight couch, and then it has this little angle to it. It has this little seat in the corner that they're calling a cuddler part, and I guess two people can sit there kind of together. So it's not a right angle like most sectionals are. It's just kind of a straight couch with a little angle to it. And would you believe that it fits pretty much perfectly in this odd little spot that we have? Now which part are you going to? He's going down here on those pins. Yay, bag 4. Oh, bag 4 has a lot of pieces. It's not 100% perfect fit. The couch will have to be pulled out just a little bit from the wall because the angle on the wall is a little bit tighter than the angle on the couch. But that's okay because we would like to put a skinny little table behind it to put a lamp up on. Now, where are you? I'm looking for a... There we go. I'm looking for that piece. But if you pull it out and put that table behind it, it fits perfectly. Or at least, according to our measurements, it fits perfectly. Now we're going to have to get it in the house and see if we succeeded at this or not. It's all kind of dependent upon whether or not we measured right. Look at that's got to be the steering wheel. Oh, I love that. Oh, I have a sticker, but this one's going to be kind of fun, I think. Let me find the piece that it needs first, and here it is. Turn it around, it goes up like this on this little sloped piece. Oh. And then goes on like that. So obviously it's for him to keep an eye on his speed. Do race cars do that? Or do they just fly? Now, where exactly are you going? Okay. Gosh, that really confused me for a second. So you have 2 rows of little red pins here. You want to put it on the top row. And you've got this 1x2 plate down here, and it's going to fit in this groove right here. I think. Okay. Leaving those ones exposed. I was really confused there for a second. Couldn't figure that out. Don't know why. Some things are funny like that. And now this one's going to go up here on top of that. Nope. Put it in there, right? This is a fun little piece. Almost doesn't look like the Lego brand. I was doing some sorting the other day, and it's so easy for the most part to spot if it's not from Lego. You can tell by color, typically. The piece is just like, nope, that's not a piece that they use. Gonna flip it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why does this... That's supposed to be going that way. And then when we flip it up, and where is it going? Going up here. Next to that red one. I'm going to do the same on the other side. You can also tell with the little studs on top, they'll be a little bit different. So you can pretty easily spot them. But the funny thing is that this is one. I don't know what it is. It's the way that the plastic works or something. I would have been like, nope, this isn't not like it would have been my first thought. But always, always, always look for the logo. Because I don't think that there is a Lego piece printed that doesn't have their logo on it. And he's in there. He's deep in there. You can see the little Lego in there. So there has been quite a few pieces that I always check, quite a few pieces that I have found that actually are from Lego, but you wouldn't have thought it at first glance. But for the most part, I mean, that happens very rarely. This would have been one that I would have been searching for that logo, but never just get rid of them until you for sure cannot find that, because you might have come across a really special piece. This is a fun piece. Oh boy, okay, we're gonna put 5 of these. So 3 in a row. And then skip 2. Do our math for the day. Man, I miss that. I miss teaching my kids math. Not the higher levels. That was a nightmare. My kids are very, very smart, but I didn't enjoy the higher grades as much. But the lower levels, I just loved teaching them. I think this is the wrong... Are these the same? Oh, no. Okay, so they're opposite of each other. So we definitely need... It says 9. We need 9. How awesome. They gave us a clue. So we're going to put that in... Nope. Oh, that way. This is a new piece. No clue how to work it. And then this goes here like this. We're starting to do the outside to make the car look super cool. And so we're gonna, I think, start using some pieces that are pretty different than all the inside pieces. go, and then that goes. I think I did that wrong. I thought, how did I do that wrong? This needs to be, I thought I did that right. So it kind of dips in here. That needs to be going that way so that it'll fit into this one. Like that. Now I can spin it around here. Somehow or another, we have to fit it in. So this one's going into this gray one. And then just this black pin just fits back there. That wasn't too bad. Oh, nice and sleek. Now we get to do something difficult here. If I ever build Technic again is one question, but I promise you I'm never going to try to create my own. I might use these pieces to do other things if I needed it to do a moving part in a build or something like that, but trust me, I'm not going to be. It says number 2. Where does it say? Oh, this is number 2. This is number 1. Let's see if I can make sure I'm holding this correctly. And this goes into the first hole there. But I don't think I would ever be brave enough to try to actually do this on my own. It takes more of a brain than what I have, that's for sure. A round plate right there. See where in the world we're supposed to put it in at. We're going to turn it so it's like this, and then it's telling us to put it into this third hole. And then, oh, okay. So back here, third hole, blue pin, and then up here fits into there. Oh, very nice. I think we're going to start on the other side. Go back to the beginning here. Kind of a terrifying thought. I accomplished it once and now they're going to make me do it again. But I promise not to whine in this video. Go in, there we go. Let's see here. It's funny how a normal looking brick will all of a sudden show up. It's like, oh, something familiar. I know how to use that one. Now we need number 10. Here we go. So it goes, yeah, like that. I heard on our neighborhood chatter, they were asking people if they were going to start decorating for Halloween the 1st of September or the 1st of October. People are a little obsessed with that here. And I'm like, what are these people's problems? When are we putting Christmas up? Yep, I've already got the Christmas bug. Actually, kind of starting with fall, but I could put up my fall tree soon. Now we're going to spin this around. See if we can remember how to do this. So this one goes in there, and that one just fits right into that. That. Ooh, I was pretty good with that one. What watch me get all cocky and then make a mistake. It's always when you have to put 2 of them in that it becomes even more difficult. Now, number 1. Yep, this is number 1, but he goes in the farthest one here. Couple black pins. Make sure we got all the pins in there that we were supposed to. Now, how did this work? It was the 3rd one to the blue, and then, yep, that just goes right into there. Well, at least it looks the same on both sides. I think this car's looking really fabulous. Of course it is. I think I want to put this behind glass. It's one of my biggest building accomplishments for the entire year. Can you imagine if I built that crawler crane? I'd be so proud of myself I wouldn't get over it for a year. Or 2. He's gonna go. No. What did I do? Oh, I forgot this piece. There has to be one on each side, and then it'll go in there. I see young people, and there's so much pressure, to fit in, to know your stuff, and the older you get, the more you realize it's so okay to be excited when you accomplish something. I love it when I see someone young that is just so proud of themselves for something. It doesn't have to be a huge accomplishment. You can be proud of yourself just for small things. Life it's really tough, isn't it? It's not easy on any of us, and so when we can take the time to be proud of ourselves for the small things, it really adds up. Now, where do you go? Oh, go right there. When my son was young and first starting out in gymnastics, he was older than a lot of the kids. He started a little later than most of them, and he really struggled for a bit there to catch up. And so we would go to the competitions, and he definitely wasn't right where everybody else was in their accomplishments and stuff. And I used to say, well, did you try your best? And trust me, that kid doesn't do anything without trying his best. He'd say, yes, I did, Mom. And that's the only thing that matters. And you can walk away with your head held high. Be proud of yourself, because if you gave it your all, then that is all that matters. We're never going to be perfect in our life. We're never going to have it all together. Only a few of us make it to the elites in sports or any other part of our life. It says to push this down in it, but then there's still something showing. I don't know if we're supposed to keep pushing it down so that it actually does that, which is kind of the way it looks. So we'll do that and hope we'll do it right. But if we can hold our heads up proud and be proud of what we've accomplished, then that's actually what really, really, really matters. Number number 7. That's number 8. I really do love how they're giving us numbers. So be proud, people. Proud when you accomplish something, even if it's easy for someone else. If it's difficult for you, then that is something to be proud of. And never give up. Keep trying. That spun in, and I'm not sure why. Well, what did I do? It was straight. And then I pushed it in. I don't know how I spun that in. I don't think it's supposed to, so I've got it straight again. Come on, 2 pins. And then we'll try not to bend it this time. There we go. That's a pretty good size piece we do. We're going to spin it this way, and we're going to put it right in the back here. This is the back part. Spoiler? Bumper? Something? The blue is going to go up through this gray. Go. And then we have these. There's a whole bunch of extra pins, but that's probably just them being generous. Let's hope we didn't miss any pins. But we'll keep them close by just in case. Now, we've got 2 8s and 2 7s. Just have to figure out where in the world they're wanting us to put them back here, because I don't see any. Oh, flip it over. That'd help an awful lot. So the 7s are going to go no. Okay, the smooth side goes towards the interior. This is very, very, very tricky. My hands. If these things aren't turned right, those pins can turn, but why is it not turned the right way for me? Let me see if I can put the piece on and then tweak it. There we go. Is that a 7? Oh, this goes on the outside over here. The smooth part is supposed to face inward, so you've got to get the right ones in here, which is really confusing me because if I'm holding it this way, it says a 7 is supposed to go here. Oh, shoot. Did that count as language? It's supposed to go where the taller part of this angle is facing towards the interior part of the car. Wow. Okay, I thought I did really well on bag 4 until that part, but we've got it. We're good. And we'll move on to bag 5. Another big bag. Let's get this started and see what we can do. Oh, I want us to push 2 of these on here, but to make sure the other part doesn't just slide right on through. I think that's correct. Now, let's see, we need another little piece here. It's actually kind of getting close to the time where I'm thinking that they're going to start actually releasing the next piece in the winter collection, you know, the Winter Village collection. It seems like they've been releasing something every year for a while now on that. And I'm actually excited to see what they might put out this year. We're trying to work on growing our little winter village. See, that goes there. They just released some ornaments, and, well, they haven't released it. They've announced it. It's coming out soon. And make sure I got the right piece there. A centerpiece, a little, like a candle centerpiece. That actually looks really cool. Okay, I think that's correct. Now we're going to put a sticker onto this piece. Number 13. Where are you? 13. Here we go. See if we can get it on there with just our fingers here. Oh, that's crooked. Going back to my brick separator. That was awful. That was pretty bad. It's very hard to tell on these curved pieces exactly where you're lined up at. Oh, I'm still crooked. It's not as bad this time, but it's like, I think I'm going to actually approach it from the bottom, because that's the straight line that I need to kind of create. Now let's see if that looks better. There we go. Find a straight line. That is much more helpful. We need a 7. Here's the 8. That goes on this side. Nope, that's a different piece. Oh, that's a different piece. There you are. Yeah. I don't know why I was like, that's not the right piece. Yes, it is. There's so many of these different pieces that I haven't worked with before. It's kind of trying to get a feel for them. Looks like we're going to kind of start back at the beginning. Maybe do the other side. Go. That's a lot of pieces to slide onto a rod. So far, Matt's been the one to actually build most of the winter sets. He really likes them a lot, so I'll let him do them. And I'm almost kind of jealous. I'm like, when's it going to be my turn? I suppose we could just buy 2 of something, but it seems kind of wasteful. Unless you kind of need 2 of something to create a display or something. Goes into there. Oh, okay. That was easy. Now we got to figure out how to put it onto here, though. It's actually looking easy too. Again, go yellow to yellow. There we go. And it hangs a little wobbly there. Nope. The long side goes on the outside of those pieces. When the Home Alone house came out, though, we ended up having 4 of those in our house by the end of the season because all 3 kids wanted one, and go. And then Matt and I decided to share one, but it was actually a lot of fun because it's built so that it's almost like 25 days of Christmas. You can actually, I think it's 24, but you can build one per day leading up to Christmas. And so we decided we could take turns building one per day, and then we would go back and forth, and it was a lot of fun. We each got to take turns and enjoy building that set through the season. Now here you are. I was like, where is that piece? The little guy's hiding. Now this one does have a number on it. It's a 4. There we go. Well, this is a fun little thing we're making. We need another one of those. That's fun. This is going to go into the blue pin. I believe that this gray pin is being slid through it, which is kind of interesting because it seems to be going down at an angle, so I hope I'm doing that correct. This doesn't want to go in. But it looks right. So we'll hope that it is. This guy's through there. Oh, this is fun. 2 this way. 2 this way. Looks like they've just kind of got them angled a little bit. Like that. I believe it's this piece we need. Okay, we're supposed to build 2 of these. I'm like, why do we need 4 of these little pieces right here? Because we're supposed to build it like this, but build 2 of them. Hope. And then they're going to go in like that. I can flip this one over and then it's the same. I think those holes are supposed to line up down there. It needs one of these to go into here, and it goes all the way through the first blue one. But then, what are they going to do here? This goes in, and I think we keep pushing this rod in. Of course we do. Now why? It's like, I don't have a problem doing that. But then if you try to... Because the X's have to be lined up right, but that's not correct because he's supposed to be straight up. So we've got to make sure. There we go. Now keep on going there. Oh, we got it in. Tricky little thing. Now we need a number 6. Here's the 6. And put a sticker on. Let's hope that's not too awful. It will be. It's a really long sticker. Oh my goodness. What are we going to line this up with? Figure out if I should use the brick separator or my hand, because we want this corner to be probably correct, but then we've got this long line to shift it downward. Oh, why did they do it to us? I think it looks okay. And they're going to make us put another one on too. And then we need number 9 here. This was number 9. And it has a little sticker too, but at least it's smaller, number 16. But there, goes this way. My fingers and these stickers are not being friendly today. That one went on, I think, okay. It goes like... But isn't that just a nightmare? My red, or my orange stripe doesn't match up. Okay, that's just not fair. Can I get it off is the question without damaging the sticker. They should have had you put this piece on and then put it down so you could at least line up the little stripe. Well, the next one we'll know to put that piece on first. There. At least it's not horribly off like it was the first time. I'm going to flip this over. A couple things on this. Looks like a wing. Nope. Wrong pen. Thought I grabbed a blue one. Here we go. Ooh. Look at this piece. Wait, first we have to do something. And this goes into here, but it's going down at an angle. Very nice. Look at that. Turn it around. Get this piece, and it's going to go in this hole right here. I have a feeling those are supposed to line up there. Wow. It's difficult, but very rewarding here. So, yeah, this is going to go in, but it's going in kind of at an angle. There you go. Go through. We're pushing it all the way through. It's definitely kind of facing up at an angle, but that's the way it is on the picture too. So I think we're good. And guess what we get to do next? We get to put on this sticker. But now we know how to do it because we're going to go ahead and put this guy right on there. So we'll have all our pieces on to line it up correctly. All right, here goes nothing. Put the big one on first. Okay, not too bad. I'm a little bit concerned I have it a little bit different than the other one. Yeah, I've got this one aired more towards this side and that one. Oh, well. I don't think I want to take that one up. I don't think it'll be overly noticeable. And then this one, let's line up the stripe really well if we can. Okay, not horrible, not horrible. We'll call it good. Try to not get irritable over that. We accomplished it. Nope, this way. Then put that down into there. Where's that other cool piece? Makes me think of something that should be in Batman set. It feels a little different too. The plastic feels softer than the other pieces. Now, flip it around. No, flip it this way. Put it in the pin back there. Oh, we better put that through first. And then the blue pin underneath will actually go in. Why becomes difficult sometimes. Here we go. I'm gonna seal it up kind of like it started. Right? Putting it in wrong. There we go. Now, do we have it? Yes, I think it looks like the picture. Set that down to the side and make something else. My goodness. I feel like I'm flexing all my brain muscles to do this. But after this bag, we only have 2 more bags, and I feel like they might go a little bit quicker. I don't know why I think that, so I'm probably very wrong, but it just kind of feels like you're getting to the point where maybe it's because if you maybe get to the outer plating, it goes on a little bit easier. I say that, it's going to be a nightmare. Won't it? Uh-oh. I need 2 of these. Little red pins, but I'm not seeing one in here. Well, I'll borrow from an extra one they gave us. Let's see here. Goes in the top one, and I think the stud points towards this back side. And we need another sticker. We still have a lot of stickers to go, though. But this piece isn't too bad because it's flat. And that does seem to make a very big difference. Now, how do you go on? Does he overhang? I think he might, because they're still kind of showing that little black part visible down there. So we will kind of assume that it does. This piece on, another pin up here. I feel like we're making some very large pieces that are going to snap onto it. Oh, now I did say I didn't know anything about this car, but there's like a little ghost on this sticker. That's awesome. So now I want to look up why there's a little ghost on this sticker. Push 2 of these on, flip it over. There we go. Now let's see, we put the other one on the other side so that it doesn't slide on out on us. Make sure that those are even. And it looks like they go out like that. Oops. There we go. Okay. Now put the sticker part up and in. Go into that hole right there. Huh. I'm not very happy with that for some reason. I'm not sure why. Because it almost looks like, oh. I'm like, why does it look like it's angling down? Because you can actually, this piece, the bottom piece, can actually move, see? So it's got to come up and over to get closer to this top sticker. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. You can figure it out, that is. goes in like that. Now this is going to go into this one. Yeah. Oh. It looks the same on both sides, so I think we're okay. Yeah. Put the holes to the... it won't fit in. Now, okay, there we go. You gotta get it just right. So that little T there, our red T is showing up. Is it a cross? Is it an X? Is it a T? Depends on which way you're facing, I suppose. Oh, put another sticker on to this back piece here. Fancy looking sticker, isn't it? It's gonna go right here. Now they want us to connect this piece and this piece together. And I think that it's gonna go into this angled piece. But I have no idea how. Because, oh, the little wings there have to be separated out some, I think. Oh, there we go, okay. Oh no. These guys gotta come up. They had fallen down. Okay, there we go. And now, of course, at least I saw the arrows this time. I'm gonna push those pins down. They're small, so they're harder to get your hands in there. It's another time where I feel like my hands are way too big. Now, we're gonna flip it over, and it's gonna go into the car. I just made the top whole part of it. It's gonna go into this first hole closest to the seats. It looks like there's just one connection point. Just want to make sure that it's the how it goes in. I think it just kind of pushes down there. Let's hope so. We got to put these little guys onto here. There's another spot to secure them and one on the other side. Wow, I feel like we accomplished something really big there. Oh, of course my fingers don't want to work. Wow, looking good, isn't he? Okay, bag 6. Looks like it's time to start covering this car up, but there are a lot of pins over here first. So let's see what we're supposed to do on this first page. Oh, it goes all the way through. So we're supposed to make 2 of these little guys. And then where are we going to put them? Let's see, they've got them going into, there's still a kind of a T there that we can push this into, and I think that it's supposed to go there. I had to double check something there that was confusing me. So the red part of the pin's actually going to go in that hole down there. And then we can push this in. There's a hole in the frame down here, right there, that goes into first. It's really hard to get your hands all correct and everything lined up well. Come on, there you go. We have those 2, and now this is a number 4. It's a number 4. Some pins on top of him, and the number 23 sticker, which kind of a large sticker. Make sure I'm doing this right. Oh boy, now there's not any stripes in it, so hopefully It's got this hole in the piece, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to put it underneath the hole or over the top of the hole, but they have it kind of coming up close here. But I'm not sure I'm in love with that because it's going to leave a pocket on the sticker. But I guess we'll just kind of do it. Oh my. These rounded pieces just are difficult to make sure it gets on there right. So part of the sticker is not completely touching the base there because of that hole, but I'm going to leave it. And hope that that won't cause a problem later on. It might if you were really messing around with the car a lot, because dust could get behind it and stuff, but maybe if you're just using it for display, it won't be too bad. Now this is going to go into here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this guy. You know, these little pins and everything kind of remind me of super glue. Super gluing the car together. It's not going nowhere when you put all that in it. But this piece up here on top, wait, it looks, I think it goes there. It overhangs just a little bit. Then this piece goes, nope, put the pin facing out like that. I'm wondering if we're making the door kind of feels that way. Put two of these together here. I've never used these things so much in my life. I see them all the time, but I just hardly ever use them. I'll use the pins more in other sets. I always kind of wondered, what are these used for as much? And here we go. This is what they're used for. I think I might need to spin that way. And let's grab our little piece again. Let's see here. I think it goes in up here on top, yeah. That looks right, and then we're going to put, looks like the gray one through that hole in the back. Oops. It's got to go into that little T there. Well, that looks nice, doesn't it? Oops. I'm going to do it all over again for the other side of the car. So we need the number 3 now. Here's a 3. Spin it this way. And number 21. I'm going to try this again. It's probably going to do the same thing where it's kind of over that hole. Wonder why they have that hole there, that little divot. You would think that that would be all sealed in, but okay. I'm actually getting really excited that I only have a way to go. And here we go. He's hiding. Only have this in one more bag. I had my doubts that I would actually get through this. And I kept telling myself, you're going to be fine. But I guess I was more nervous than I thought because I'm like, yay. Almost done. There we go. Missing a piece though. The whole family's going to know I did this though, because I'm going to be strutting it proudly. I'm going to be like, did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see what I did? They'll be like, yeah, we saw. They probably won't be quite as impressed as I am, but big accomplishment for me. Put all these pins together. Here you are. I like these little ones, pieces. He didn't want to push down. It's going to be really weird going back to, I guess, standard type of, or the other type of, nope, we need this one. Style of Lego building that they design. After this, now this goes into here, if I'm remembering and seeing correctly, and then slide it in there. So now we have 2 doors. Oh! The doors open. Are they going to stay that way? Nice. Now we need a number 6. That's a 5. Here's the 6. It's a fancy car. No. Which piece do I need here? Oh no, this is correct. I just wasn't putting it in the right way. Like that, and then it goes down here. Number 9, that's a 10. Here's a 9. Wait a minute. We have to put a couple pins in first so that this will actually work. Now it works. Still feel like I'm making like an airplane's wing. Gotta make sure that the angle's right. I think we need this one. Gotta always make sure you're getting the right one of those. Spin him up like that, and he goes. I can't figure out if he covers. I think he covers that hole back there that has the number 6 on it. Now, it goes back here, and they want us to slide that brown rod into this gray part here. Lift it up while I do it. Nope, I think it needs to go. Oh! Well, now don't come off. Now how is it supposed to look? It's supposed to go that way. I think it's on there correct now. Oh, oh! Now this has gotten a little bit confusing. I'm very confused on exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here because he doesn't want to go in. Oh. Oh, I must not have been actually putting the brown rod through because it just came right out. But now it's in there and it's not as smushed up to here, which I'm a little bit confused with, but maybe that's correct. Okay. Oh goodness, we're in trouble now. Not sure if we did that right at all. goes this way. A little bit nervous there, but I really wouldn't go in any other way and stay put, so I need the 10 to go here. So let's hope I did it right. It goes on like that, and then now it looks like the other side, just in reverse. So now let's make sure that we get the brown into there and it actually goes in. There we go. Now see, that's what I'm confused on. Why is this one closer than this one? What did I manage to do here? I'm going to pull this one out. So what I did wrong is actually in this piece. Yeah, because, okay, it needed to be like this. Move the blue pen over so that when you put it in, the brown piece is on the right side versus the left side when you're holding it like this. And then hopefully when we put it in now, there we go. I'm like, it doesn't make sense because they're sealing it up. There wouldn't be that hole that I created over there. I just had put that piece in wrong. We're good. We figured it out. Well, you probably already had figured it out. It was just me that was struggling. Kind of like when somebody says, oh, no, that's an 8. I need a 7. You know, you kids are like, oh, you know, we did something. And you're like, I didn't do that. That was you. I wasn't a part of that. Now we need a number 8. Here's a number 8. It goes into there. I hope that looks right. Oh no. We have a very big sticker to do. Number 17 goes on this very interesting piece. How are we going to know we're centered at all? Oh, way off. It's almost as long as it, so we got to start way up here. Yeah, it's almost the full length. So this goes into this one. And that goes in there. Oh, it's like where the wheel goes. We're going to spin it around. This is moving. That's got to be for the wheel. So we're going to put it in that pin, and I think we're going to, yeah, down here, that little T one. Push them in there. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. I'm probably going to do that again, yeah. Well, I'm probably not going to rush out and buy the crawler crane. I'll have to get my courage up again to build another one of these. But it has been a lot of fun, actually. I have enjoyed building something different. Flexing my building muscle, so to speak, or lack thereof. Sticker number 14. And it's almost as long, remember, so. Oof. It's a little closer to this edge right here than I'd like, but it'll be okay. See, that goes up there. And we can hook him over here and just mosey on to our last bag. Let's see, make sure this gets down in here. There we go. Pretty nice looking car, isn't he? Okay, bag 7. Now we only have a few more stickers left. We're going to start off putting number 5 on right away. I hope that doesn't have to match up perfectly with anything. With my luck, it probably will. Look at these. These are a lot thicker than the rear ones, or front or rear. One of them is thicker and one is thinner. Let me see here. Oh, okay, it does go this way. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. Those are 5s. I really enjoy when they put 5s into a set. I think because I just always wanted them to have odd numbers more for so long, and then when they do, I'm like, feel justified. Yes, putting an odd number in is good. So this is going to go right here, and I think it's going to just fit there on the top. Oh no, flip it around. Sorry. It snaps in there. So you can open that up. Is this kind of car that has the engine in the back? Because doesn't this lift up still? Yeah. Probably the engine back there, and then that's like the trunk. Stick a bag if you need to up front. So it doesn't look to be that much room in the interior. Don't make these for a family, I suppose. Well, it just doesn't want to go down. There we go. It was being a little difficult. Let's see, put it this way. You know what these remind me of? They remind me of like the old opera glasses. They always make me smile when I see them. Well, I put it on there wrong, and it's just not wanting to twist for me, so I might have to take that off. That did not want to come off. I just put it on just a little bit crooked, and it was like stuck like glue in there. I think it goes in it that way, and I don't have it coming all the way down. Oh, I bet it's the mirror. Yep. So they have it going over here, like to that hole. I have a feeling we're going to do that again, and for some reason that was very difficult on my fingers. Maybe this one will go together better because my fingers will know what it's supposed to do. Oh, it's being difficult too. I don't know what it's catching on. There we go. Now we need to make the little, let's see if we can get this on straight the first time. Got mine on straight, how about you? And then this goes over here. Some, but then they tell us to put a sticker, and I'm kind of wondering, I want to peek at something here. Thankfully this isn't going to go right next to that stripe, so I don't have to be completely paranoid about if it would line up perfectly. So it looks like it's going to be set up a little bit higher on it. Might be the roof. A lot more standard bricks going in here. Going to make some little wings again. Kind of what they feel like. We need a number 10. It's going to go up here on the top and the bottom one. And then into that hole. That's really cool. Do the same sides. Looks like we're going to do it reversed. And then put that over here. Now, we still have two blue pins, it looks like, and I think they're supposed to go right into there. If I'm seeing this correctly, hopefully I won't mess it up. The dogs heard something at the door and they thought they needed to protect the entire house, I suppose. There, that slides in really nicely. It's kind of got an opening right here. Right now they're going to put, oh, that still moves. Oh my. Move things out of the way here. I feel like it's a little weak if I was really pushing down on it. Yeah, I want to hold it from underneath. Kind of go in there, and there we go. Put that in. No clue where they're going with this at all. I have found that my dogs are awfully good at helping deter. There is a light gray rod sticking up in there. Wait a minute. Okay, this is going to move the wheels. If, you know, people decided they wanted to come, solicitors basically, wanted to come knocking on the door. The dogs kind of help discourage if you didn't want to answer your door. So I just let the dogs deal with them. It's not that I'm unfriendly, but sometimes it's just not necessarily what I want to do at the moment is talk to a solicitor, so I think that was upside down. I let them talk to my dogs for a minute. Oh, I forgot something, but we can fix it while it's on here. I really don't think I got that on there right though. There we go. That's much better. Put those little slopes on. It's getting sealed up fast, isn't it? I think this is supposed to just go like right there, like a frame or something. Now, I think they're putting the larger tires on. Their little frames here. Always forget the name of what this is versus this. I think that Matt told me this is the actual wheel and this is the tire. I don't know why. I can't remember that. Now these are going to go in the back. And then have one of these little gray connectors to hold it in. Wow, that just pushed right through. Oh, nice. Now why can't I find, there we go. Watch this. It's got a recess in that wheel part so you can push it right into it. I think it looks really stylish that way. Oh, we're going to make it even more stylish. We're going to put these stickers on, but their middles have to be taken out of the sticker. Oh, no, now it wants to stick on me. It's like, don't leave me behind. These are going to go on there. And then that goes. Now we're fancy. Let's do that again. My goodness, I can't believe I'm almost done. Best looking car I've ever made, right? Well, I don't know, that Porsche 911 was pretty incredible. Now, why won't you go in? You have to go in. I don't think I have it lined up just right or something. There we go. And then, obviously, the smaller tires go onto the front. I want you to figure out, so they're putting it on this way, where you see more of the process going in. So let's see if we can get him in there. Spin him around. Oh, all right. Oh my goodness, he's all done. I cannot believe that I actually accomplished that. He is such a nice looking car. And if you stuck with me through it, thank you. Because, you know, it was fun building this and knowing that I might have a friend later on. So you have a fabulous day, and I will build something again with you very soon.